Hey, so I just wanted to share my latest super specific manifestation, which I almost definitely would have missed if Matt were not with me for this whole thing and then saw it and pointed it out to me. So there is one brand of elliptical machine that I like to use at the gym. I'm super short, so it's like the only one that has a really comfortable stride that's sort of easy enough for me to do it. And I've been using this same elliptical machine for like 20 years. And in order for me to join a gym, it has to have one of these machines, because that's like the main thing I do at the gym is elliptical. And so it's a specific machine, and like they're starting to phase out of gyms. You don't see them anywhere. And so about like 6 weeks ago, when Matt was still in Iowa, he's like here most of the time now, but when he was still in Iowa and like we were on the phone all the time, I was having to go to bed early so that I could get to the gym at like 5 when they open, because I didn't want to be there because of COVID. I didn't want to like be at the gym when everybody had been there breathing all over everything. So I was like, Matt, I got to go to bed at like 9 o'clock every night. And so we weren't like able to talk as much since I'm busy during the day too. And so Matt was like, can you just tell me what type of machine this is and I'll find you one somewhere for you to buy so you can just get it in your house. So I was like, my condo's kind of small. I don't know if I want to do that. But that was sort of like the planting of the seed, the idea of actually owning one. And then maybe like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we were talking about what Matt was going to move to Indiana, where I live. Because he just like doesn't want to move a lot of stuff here. He's moving here at some point in the near future. And so he was like, well, I'm just gonna bring blah blah blah, and I might bring my exercise bike. And I was like, no, you know what, forget that, like let's just go get a good let's go shopping and buy a good exercise bike, because I'll use it too. So we went to this fitness store here and we're trying all the bikes and found a bike that we like, but exercise equipment is back ordered like months out. The guy offered to sell me the floor model, but I was just like, I don't know, I might want a new one. I want to go home and do some research first. So dropped that. I just kind of dropped it. Right away, the blue ring thing happened, that I'll link to that. And Matt and I ended up going on an impromptu road trip to Florida. On the way back from Florida, we stopped in Louisville and stayed in a Hyatt. I can't remember what hotel it was. It was really good. Damn it. I'd love to recommend it on this video. But anyway, the fitness room there, Matt went downstairs while I was taking care of some stuff. I was on the phone and stuff, and he came back up and he's like, they have a Life Fitness elliptical machine in the gym room, and I was using it, and you should go like look at it. So I did, and it's like a newer model of the machine that I like, with like a little bit of a different stride and everything, but I'm like, yeah, I really like this. I love this. I would love to have this. Right? I would love to have this. Sort of still not like make it happen universe, but I was just, like it was just sort of becoming more of a thing. Like, I'm gonna have this in my house. And Matt was sort of like egging me on for that. So anyway, yesterday, was it yesterday? We went back to the thing, because I decided I wanted the floor model bike, because I couldn't find it anywhere to buy any sooner than like 2 months. So coordinated this thing, got like a pickup truck and all this stuff, and went to buy the bike. So while Jean and Matt were loading the bike up and getting that stuff out, I was looking around. I asked the guy, do you have any Life Fitness ellipticals? And he's like, no, we don't carry that, but we have a used one. So I go to the back of the store, and there is this exact model of this exact elliptical that I want. It's the only one I like, and they had a used one. The new ones, like the commercial grade new ones, are like $10,000, and this one is like, obviously it's from a gym. It's a commercial one, but it's like beat to hell, but it was on sale for like $1,000, which is like probably, I don't know, if it had been much more than that, I don't know if I would really be considering it right now. But so, I'm like, I tried it. It's the exact machine I want with the right stride and everything. And so Matt's like, yeah, I could get that in. I could take that apart, blah, blah. Because I'm like, Matt, you're going to have to be the one that moves this, and you're going to have to be the one that maintains it, because I can barely move like 50 pounds. So we're at home last night, and I was running through the pro, I'm like, let me discuss this with you. Okay, here's the pro. Like, what big con would be if I don't use it, blah, blah, like going through the list of pros and cons about whether or not I should buy this thing. And he's like, well, you know, he said something like, well, it's there for you. And I was like, oh my God, like it is there for me. Like I manifested that being there. I almost completely missed it. So needless to say, I went and bought it today. But like, that's the kind of thing that, at least in my life, happens all the time. And without somebody there kind of looking in, pointing it out when it happens, I would just go, oh, there was the elliptical machine I want available at the right price at the right time in the, you know, in the store that I selected to go visit. Like this, you know, this elliptical machine that was clearly in somebody else's gym for like 15 years that just happens to be sitting here waiting for me. You know, a lot of the stuff that happens with manifestation is not something that slaps you across the face. It's just a sort of like a lifestyle of things working out for you. And stuff like this happens to me all the time. I don't know. I didn't say I'm going to make this happen in the way that I have been talking about on this channel. Like I didn't think, okay, I'm going to consciously employ divine intelligence to make this happen. But intention was there, desire was there, knowing that if I want it, I can have it was there. All these mental, the right mental orientation was there again. And so I just wanted to put this out there to put another example out there of how this works. And you know, there's so much discussion about technique and like toiling away at these intentions and desires. It doesn't require that at all. All it requires is knowing that you can get what you want and that you will. That's it. This happens in my life all the time. I wouldn't have even noticed this if Matt didn't point it out. He's like, you didn't see this? You didn't? This is just like, goes on in my life all the time. Anyway, so now I will have the exact elliptical machine I want in my condo, thereby rendering the gym optional. It's just going to be awesome if there's another lockdown. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there and hope you have a great day.